Do a quick Google image search of Fiji, and the results are what you'd expect. White sandy beaches, lush green forests, and bright coral reefs. But for many Fijian coastal communities, this doesn't quite reflect the totality of their reality. Due to their low-lying coastal regions, Fiji's islands are often subject to massive storm surges, which are only amplified by the intensity of aggregate sea level rise. With this in mind, Fiji became the first Pacific island nation to develop plans to relocate communities due to climate change in 2014.
Fiji is the first in the Pacific to develop the planned relocation guidelines.
But what seems like a fairly intuitive process can be complicated by a variety of issues. The Republic of Fiji is made up of over 300 islands, the largest being Vitulevu and Vanuatu, where 20% of Fiji's population resides along the coast, often in structures unfit to withstand consistent storm surges. It's in these cases that the government of Fiji has proposed planned relocation, a process in which an entire community is relocated inland and provided the necessary infrastructural and economic supports. Research tells us that this can be a viable strategy to prevent harm where structural solutions for existing communities are too expensive. Fiji's planned relocation reports have flagged 830 communities that require relocation, 48 that are in urgent need of relocation, and a few that have already relocated voluntarily. And while this sounds like a cut and dry decision, research shows that planned relocation can be quite controversial amongst communities.
So I don't have to go away. Everything is right there, and the ocean behind me, that is our resources. So it is like a freedom paradise. This is nobody want to live. We want to stay here forever.
Social scientists, mainly concerned with social, cultural, and economic impacts of planned relocation, have begun to float the concept of place attachment as a massive factor in the decision to leave one's home or face the impacts of sea level rise head-on. It's the emotional bond that forms between a person and their immediate environment or home. It's one of those feelings that can be hard to explain, but you know when you feel. It's that sense of physical belonging that is fundamental to the human condition and can be based on your culture, life experiences, job, and preferences. It's this place attachment that not only impacts the decision to move, but the likelihood of successful relocation. In the case of Unisavi, where 140 Aitikai people were relocated inland, although promised new houses and alternative livelihoods to supplement lost fishing revenue, many chose not to move.
It takes time for an idea to settle in the hearts of us human beings so that we can accept the changes that are coming.
Now, interviews suggest that this was due to cultural place attachment to the lands where residents spoke of their ancestral duty to protect the area in which their paramount chief was buried. It can be an impossible decision between security and identity, and researchers are working hard to develop strategies to minimize the stressors and impacts involved in the process. But what is not the right answer is to ignore it altogether. With the climate crisis at the front steps of countless communities taking the time to understand and accommodate this critical socio-cultural experience will be vital in ensuring successful adaptation strategies that both minimize risk and safeguard the well-being of those who stand the most to gain or lose.